Well, thanks for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is QTV News. Now, the Al Nama Society, in partnership with the US-based African Relief and Community Development, a charitable organization, on Wednesday distributed cash to 100 orphans in the Gambia as financial assistance. Omar Pijalo attended the event and he now reports.
Orphans and single-parent children are among the poorest and most marginalized in our society. These children continue to battle with inadequate access to basic needs such as food, clothing, education, and healthcare services. Each of the 100 beneficiary orphans went home with $7,000 for their food, clothing, education, and healthcare. The president of the Supreme Islamic Council, Sir Alhaji Isa Dabo, and the president of Amana, Sir Omar Kureis, both commended the Al Nama Society for the gesture, saying, supporting orphans is the true teaching of Islam and the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, while reminding the single parents or caregivers of the beneficiary children to use the money for the welfare of the children. The chairperson of the Al Nama Society, Sheikh Abdullah Lutfi, said their foundation started operating in the Gambia 4 years ago, but this is the first intervention following their partnership with a charitable organization based in America, who provided the funding for this assistance. He adds that their intervention areas include supporting orphans, digging water wells, health and education. On behalf of the beneficiary parents, Aja Zainab Diva said, supporting orphans is one of the best deeds, as Allah has mentioned orphans 23 times in 22 verses of the Holy Quran, adding the Prophet, peace be upon him, also said he will live in the same place in heaven with the people who support orphans.
This gesture has come at a very, very important time with this development, thinking about us, the parents of orphans in the Gambia, and trying to lift some of our hardships. We are very, very much appreciative of your efforts. I also want to remind myself and my fellow parents that the money of orphans could be very dangerous and could be very good. Because if we consume the money of orphans unlawfully, we are consuming fire. So my fellow parents and recipients, please let us be very careful and know how to spend the money.
Representing the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, Amina Fati, thanked the Al Nama Society for partnering with her ministry and assured them that the ministry's doors are always open for partnership.
This humanitarian effort is in line with Ministry's child protection intervention in responding to the needs of orphans and vulnerable children in the Gambia. However, I therefore applaud the efforts of Al Naman Supreme Islamic Council for complementing the efforts of government in reaching out to orphans and vulnerable children. Thank you for coming to share with our people, especially helping the cause for orphans and vulnerable children.
The Gambia is one of the Africa's smallest and poorest nations, ranked 168 out of 187 countries, according to the latest ranking of the United Nations Development Programs. Due to the high poverty rates in the country, many people, especially orphans and single-parent children, are highly vulnerable to financial crises. The consequences of extreme poverty include widespread food insecurity, shortage of cash, which will in turn result to a lack of access to education and healthcare. Reporting for QTV News, I am Omar P. Jallo.
Well, we will take